So I've spent about 20 hours playing Tower of Fantasy, and here are my thoughts so far. And you're probably wondering the first thing that comes to your mind. Is it a Genshin killer, or is it better than Genshin? Honestly, if you're tired of playing Genshin, if you're not satisfied with the endgame, or if you're just expecting something a little bit different, I think it's gonna be able to scratch that itch, you know, of open world gaming, basically. There's lots of different things to do in this game. Like, literally, I just walked up to one of the flowers, and it's already giving me some kind of a collectathon. I spent, like, a lot of time clearing the first zone. Like, you can see here it says 90% completion rate. There's a total of 5 of them. Now I'm in the second zone and I want to just quickly show you how the combat works. So there's like a lot of different things you can be doing here. First of all, the dash here. I mean, you have like 3 charges or something. It's not tied down to your stamina bar like in Genshin. I'm not sure why these bears are even bothering me. You want to see actually something funny? Like, you can use a grappling glove and grab these bears by their necks or something. Which is kind of funny because this game uses like lots of different gadgets. I'm gonna show you them a bit later. Now I'm just spamming here a single button on my mouse and I'm still getting lots of cool animations. But yeah, this game actually has a lot of different combat variations you can do. Like, for example, you can just jump, dash, dash, jump again, do some kind of an air combo. If you have the weapons charged up, like when they're glowing and you switch to them, they do this like special thing where they unleash like their switch power. And you can actually do the switch power for free by just dodging the enemy at the right time, which will then create this purple field where the time and enemies are slowed down, but you can still like attack pretty fast. And it's not really that hard to dodge. So if you do it right, you can do the switch power for free basically. And yeah, and as I previously mentioned, there's also like tons of different gadgets you can use in combat, not just for exploration, but for combat as well. Like the one I showed you, the grappling hook. There's also like a giant robot you can jump inside and start blasting enemies away with a minigun. You can also get these awesome big mechanical arms and just smash enemies away. And I think I just recently unlocked like this vortex black hole you can just summon and enemies get sucked in and get damaged. So yeah, the combat feels kind of nice right now. Lots of variety, 3 different weapons you can switch between, gadgets you can mix and match. And I'll probably just talk about the combat more in my next video. But I think it's time we talk about the biggest attraction for this game, the characters. So this isn't actually my own character I'm using, because normally you can like customize your own character if I go into this menu here. But what I'm using here is a character skin. So anytime you unlock a weapon, you also unlock a character skin with it. And what this basically means is that you're not actually using the characters in this game, you're using their weapons. If you go to this character skin page, you can see a bunch of characters I have obtained so far. Samir, Shiro, King. Like there's a bunch of different characters you can unlock, but they're not actually providing you different new abilities. They're only like used as a skin. And a good example here is right now, I think I'm using Pepper skin. So if I press this button remove, now this is, yeah, I didn't make the best looking character. I'll admit it. So by this point, I hope you figured out that the gacha system here is all about weapons, and the character skin acts like more a nice thing you have. And why don't we just go and summon some stuff? So we've got 2 types of summoning tickets. One's called Gold Nucleus, and if you switch here, you also get Black Nucleus. Now, Black Nucleus is like a poor man's choice of a summoning ticket. You get like a lot of these tickets. You can go into more info and see that the summoning chance here is pretty abysmal, like only 0.3%. But yeah, you'll be getting a ton of these Black Nucleuses, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now, going over to Gold Nucleus, the chance here to get an SSR weapon is quite a lot bigger. Now, what I like about the pity system a lot is that if you do get an SSR early, it doesn't actually reset. You can still collect a bunch of SSRs before reaching pity, and you get an additional SSR, so it's a win-win situation, basically. But I'm just saying too many details. Let's just summon for once. Let's do a tenor. I mean, the animation is pretty nice. I kind of like it how it looks. Feels like I'm summoning some kind of a god. And yeah, as you would expect, a bunch of rare weapons. Nothing, the experience here is gonna be kind of similar, I guess. I'm just gonna skip it because if you see from the animation, if you see like a golden light, then you know you got an SSR weapon. So I've got myself an SR, which is Echo. I don't know how they call it here. I think they're called advancements, but in Genshin, you know, we call them constellations. So I just got like an extra constellation here. And as you can see, my pity counter keeps moving up. Right now it's 41 out of 80. So let's do 10 more. Let's see what happens next. Of course, purple light. Gotcha gaming luck. Nightingale. Okay, I also got her advancement or constellation, or however you call it. Alright, so let's just keep summoning and see until I hit the pity, or maybe I get lucky and I get this SSR weapon even earlier. And again, anytime you summon, you want to see that golden light at the very end. Unfortunately, in this case, we didn't get SSR, but I did get Pummeler. I think she's new. Obviously, when I unlock the weapon, I also unlock the skin. And that's the one where... Wait a second, what is happening here? Her body is translucent and she has a spine I can see from it? Jeez, what the... Okay, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's not something you see every day. I don't know, actually I kind of like the design. She looks kind of cool. But yeah, I lost track. I need to complete the summoning here. Let's just pull 10 more. Yeah, we got the Terminator. I think this is a minigun, Frost minigun. But yeah, finally we're at the end. 9 more summons to hit the pity. Now this is probably gonna be gold. Yep, there we go. Oh, awesome! Icewind Arrow. What? Okay, I got 2 goldens in a row. Wait, I got 2 SSRs actually. I skipped the animation, but I got 2 SSRs. Well, I guess I'm getting lucky this time around. Actually, I'm gonna create a new loadout just to check out all the new weapons we've unlocked. Right, so I've got some kind of a negating cube. I've got the Pummeler, and I think it was this one here, Icewind Arrow. So I finally leveled up the weapons, and I have an idea. I want to show you one more mode in this game. So there's like a bunch of different modes in this game. I can do co-op dungeons, I can do some kind of dimensional trials, but there's also like this challenge called Bygone Phantasm. And this place has like, I don't know, like 99 levels or 57, 54? I'm not sure how many levels are there. But it's like a tower mode if you played any other gacha games. I did 5 levels before doing this video, so I'm gonna be at level 6 now. And I'm gonna be using these new weapons, which I didn't even bother reading anything about them. Let's see what's happening here. 4 big dudes, 1 small dude. Let's use the fire orb. Wait a second. This kind of looks like... this kind of looks familiar. I wonder if Osmanthus wine tastes the same. Oh, there we go. That's kind of awesome. Actually, let me use the bow. Oh yeah, I actually like the bow a lot. I think if you do a couple of shots and then hold down the attack, you just summon a volley all the time. Yeah, you can just spam volleys on the enemies. Let's look at the skill actually of the bow. I mean, it's okay. It's just 3 arrows shot in like a wide arc. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying the cube the most. It looks really cool. It looks stylish. I mean, I kind of like it a lot actually. It's so good looking. But yeah, as I said before, you select only one single character skin, or it can be your own customizable character you made, and then you just use 3 different weapons you picked on. Okay, well, I guess I had too much fun trying out these weapons, so I wasn't even able to finish the stage. And I know that at this point in the video, you're probably also wondering like how free-to-play friendly this game is, and I can't really give you an answer because it's a closed beta test. Things change, but one cool thing I noticed they did. If you go to this screen here, gold nucleus is used to summon on the standard banner, and there's this thing called Clotho supply pod, and the longer you wait, the cheaper it becomes to buy 10 of these gold nucleus. It says, for example here, 10 hours, 33 minutes, and it will be 39% off. But at some point, if you wait for 12 days, these 10 nucleuses become free. And speaking of which, one more last thing I want to mention about maxing out the advancements or, you know, constellations on your weapons. So once you summon a weapon, you can actually buy the additional copy from the shop here, and you need to obtain this black gold, and I think you mostly obtain it from just making the summons. So if you do enough summons and you just keep saving up this black gold, I could for example get an additional copy of this negating cube. But yeah, there's like a lot of bells and whistles in this game you can try out, like tons of collectibles, a lot of different modes actually, and I didn't even mention the part where I did a lot of like co-op with other players. There's like leaderboards, crews, which are basically guilds, tons of different things. So what do I think about the game so far? I mean, it's early, it's only 10-15 hours right now, but I'm enjoying it a lot, like it's really fun for me. There's like so many different distractions in the game, so many different weapons to try out, so many different combinations. Even though you're only using 3 weapons, the amount of different stuff you can do is kind of interesting. There's like support, attack, defense weapons. I haven't even tried out a defense weapon yet. I saw there's a character like who's using a shield, which seems pretty cool actually. The number one thing that I want to really figure out is like how the endgame looks like. Like, will Will it have raids, PvP? Because I know there's going to be player versus player combat available. I think I'm going to be able to unlock it soon. In Genshin, for example, the endgame, at least for me, it's just doing the abyss, waiting for new characters, which is fine because it's a totally different type of game than this one, at least in my opinion. They definitely share similarities, but at the same time, it's its own thing. To me, it feels like an anime single-player game that's kind of shared with other players, but for the most part, my interactions were kind of limited to other players. Usually, I only like join other groups when I need to do like these things called joint operations, which are like daily dungeons, and I've did like a couple of those. But yeah, I like the game. I'm gonna be making a couple of more videos. I'm not sure when this game is launching, but it's definitely gonna be on my top priority list. And obviously, there's still like a lot of things I think they need to be ironing out in this game. Like for example, I like have this problem with fonts and UIs. I really want them to be nice, and sometimes the text here is overlapping. The combat feels nice, maybe a bit floaty at some times. You need to get used to it. I would say that I don't really enjoy using all the weapons. Some of them feel a bit weird, but like using a scythe or the chakram I showed you, I really like it. But yeah, in short, lots of things to do. First impressions, they're pretty good. The game looks clean. I think overall, if you want to give it a try, just go for it once the game is available. But I hope they're going to be able to improve it even further with the next round of testing. Like for a free-to-play game, I'm getting a lot of value like out of it. I'm just enjoying my time right now. So obviously, it's the early game here I'm enjoying. I'm not sure what the end game looks like. You know, most games, this is the biggest challenge for them. Maybe I'm gonna be able to reach end game and make another video in this closed beta test I'm participating. But if not, well, just keep a lookout. But let's just see how it goes for now. And again, thanks for watching, and I appreciate your support. And yeah, take care, and I hope to see you in the next video.